78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc. Smash the like button and hit the subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. Shout out to Marcos Vegas over at Fight Hub. He interviewed Keith one-time Thurman. Now, Keith Thurman, we all know, was supposed to be fighting Sebastian Fundora coming up here, but Sebastian Fundora pulled out of the fight due to an alleged hand injury. Many people are questioning this hand injury, given the fact that Sebastian Fundora has pulled out of several fights that he was supposed to have. The big marquee names, it's always something with Sebastian Fundora. We need to see some proof. You know what I mean? When anybody else get hurt, when Charlo get hurt, when anybody else get hurt, we need to see proof and people making all kind of accusations. So we need to have the same smoke for Sebastian Fundora. I don't know if he's lying or not. I just don't believe him because he always got some situation, something going on with him. Now, Keith Thurman says that he responds to Eddie Hearn accusation. Marcos Vegas asks Keith Thurman, he says, well, Eddie Hearn claims that he offered you the Boots fight. Boots, who just fought Lima Bean, Eddie Hearn says he offered you that fight instead of Lima Bean. Keith Thurman immediately interrupted and said, no. And I could tell Keith not lying. He said, no, that's a lie. That's fake news. He said, Eddie, stop lying. He said, I'm easy to talk to. If you want to make a fight with me, I'm easy to talk to. And I definitely believe Keith Thurman because Eddie Hearn has a history of lying. He has been lying for, 10 plus years. Eddie Hearn has been lying. He's an excellent promoter. But Eddie Hearn is a finesse artist. I've been calling him the devil for a long time. He's the arch deceiver. You know what I'm saying? And Eddie Hearn, what he does is he gets these American fighters, and then he pretends like he's trying to make the best fights for them and all that kind of stuff. But he never actually makes the best fights because he insults other promoters. He insults the fighters, and then wonder why nobody want to work with him. You're too cheeky, Eddie. Okay, that stuff might work in the UK, and it don't even work in the UK because you and Frank Warren wasn't even working together until Turkey came in and gave y'all enough money to kiss each other. Other than that, y'all wasn't even working together either. Eddie Hearn has an ego problem. He's a silver spoon kid. He got an ego problem out of this world. And he doesn't do good business, in my opinion, in the sport of boxing. Okay, yes, he is a good promoter. He can talk with the best of them. If he like you, he gonna talk you up like nobody's business. But Eddie lies to his fighters and tells them, oh, I tried to make this fight, but the guy didn't want it. Or this guy wants too much. He did it to Joshua for years. He lied to Joshua so many times talking about the Wilder fight, and Joshua believing everything Eddie says. Even the UK pundits and fans was believing everything Eddie Hearn was saying. Okay, and it was all lies. All right. So Keith Thurman was also asked about what he thought about Boots' performance, and in a nutshell, Keith just said basically, look, he did what he was supposed to do. I didn't know who the guy was he was fighting. Nobody else knew who the guy was. So he said, Boots did what he's supposed to do. He said that he sees Boots as a future opponent. He's always seen Boots as a future opponent. He said when Boots was with the PBC, Boots' name only came up one time for him as an opponent. He said as far as the PBC bringing him as an opponent. And he said that it was a list of 3 people. And he said one of these guys, he said, well, let me get this guy, one of these 2, and then let me fight Boots next. And he said it didn't work out that way. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Hopefully Sebastian Fundora versus Keith Thurman does take place. I think we got some good names up there at 154 now. With Keith Thurman being up there, Sebastian Fundora, Jaron Boots Ennis up there. I would love to see Keith Thurman beats Fundora, so that way we can, I want to see Boots versus Keith Thurman. I always want to see that fight. If y'all remember back in the day, I was the one pushing for that fight. I said, I think Keith Thurman should go for that fight because if Keith Thurman wants to get back into the mix of things, if he takes on this young bull and Jaron Boots Ennis and beats him, all right, Keith Thurman is back, okay? And then if he loses, you can't really knock him. He fought a young warrior, up and coming beast, and Jaron Boots Ennis. So, it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty ldbc. Smash that like button, share the video. Above all things, make sure you go check me out on Patreon. Patreon.com/ patreon.com/70 Sports TV. That's patreon.com/70 Sports TV. Come on through, get some of that good game. I'm up out of here. Deuces.